This is Agenda TV, sauti ya mwananchi.
Every political player, every political party is now strategizing for 2022. ANC, whose leader is Wycliffe Mudavadi, is also strategizing. And I think what has happened today is part of that strategy. They want to get rid of rebels. They want to get rid of unnecessary baggage. They want to get rid of unnecessary noise in the party so that they can forge ahead towards 2022. What is very clear is that parties are organizing themselves. The other day you saw the former agriculture minister, Mwangi Kiunjuri, starting his own party, the Service Party of Kenya, which will ultimately, in his own plan, perhaps have MCAs, perhaps have MPs, and have influence in Mount Kenya and beyond. The net effect of this is that parties will emerge. The current parties are going to strengthen themselves and have stronger voices within the negotiation table, which is at the national level. So what ANC has done today and continues to do, in my view, is trying to assert itself at both the local and national level. Remember, in Western Kenya, ANC is competing with ODM and is also competing with Ford Kenya. Although right now, Moses Wetangula, who is a Ford Kenya leader, seems to be working closely with the ANC party and the ANC leadership led by Wycliffe Mudavadi. And their working relationship looks very nice for now. We are not very sure how it will end, but it is part of that strategy to galvanize the Western vote. Whether that will be successful is something we will wait and see in the coming weeks, in the coming months. But what is clear is that ANC as a party wants to strategize and have more power in Western Kenya, where currently it does not have that power or that political grassroots power to ascertain and say that we represent the interest of Western Kenya. More importantly, they're in competition with other bigger parties. ODM, for one, is a bigger party and has a say in Western Kenya, led by Raila Odinga. Secondly, we have Moses Wetangula's Ford Kenya party, which I think will still field candidates as they did in the last general election. So they are working with ANC is not very clear, and how that strategy will still play out. Because I know Moses Wetangula may not fold his Ford Kenya party. He may work for now closely with ANC, but as to whether he will want to leave his party and form an alliance and be swallowed, as it were, politically, that is neither here or there, and I can forge, actually, that may not finally happen, only that they are working for convenience for now, because, again, remember, Ford Kenya has or faces a threat from its own internal mechanisms, its own internal competition. The other day, he was dethroned as the party leader of Ford Kenya in a coup, which is 50-50. We are not very sure, because that is a matter in court, and the Registrar of Political Parties is still dealing with it. And the faction led by Wamunyinyi still says that they are the ones who call the shots, with the Secretary General, Eseli Simiu, MP for Tongaren. So I think Moses Wetangula is trying to find comfort with the ANC leadership so that they will still have that power to call the shots in Western. But as to whether ANC will have the inroads, remember, even other MPs who are supporting ANC are not ANC members. They are actually Jubilee party members and MPs, only that they support William Samoei Ruto for presidency. So ANC is trying to flex its muscle in the political field, and other parties are not sitting pretty, because in the Western Kenya we still have Governor Oparanya, we still have Governor Ojamong, we still have the Governor of Bungoma, and we still have the Governor of Trans Nzoia. Remember, the influence go all the way to Trans Nzoia. So as they strategize as they are, other parties and individuals, politicians in Western Kenya are also strategizing. Number two, remember that division plays very badly at the national front, and it will be in the interest of the ANC to ensure they are strong. But as to whether they will suspend and expel what they have done today, to expel Senator Malala, who is a senator for Kakamega, for working closely with the ODM leadership and the ODM party. And remember, they had also expelled MP Ososi, who is actually the founder of the ANC party. As to whether that works or doesn't work, because it may be counterproductive. But the strategy I can see as an analyst from far is to galvanize, is to make their house orderly, is to make themselves more strategic so that they can now forge alliances, not in Western, but at the national front, because the other actors, political actors within the Western Kenya region are also strategizing. Governor Paranya is also strategizing with the with Eugene Wamalwa, who is the CS devolution. Remember, he's a CS devolution. And remember, the governor of Kakamega, Governor Paranya, is the chairman of governors in Kenya. So they also have influence, and I think from where I sit, they have government support. The other day, they also met the minister or the CS for internal security, and they had a meeting with Western leaders and governors with a view to injecting and ensuring stalled projects and other new projects work in Western Kenya. This is an onslaught on Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi's influence in Western. Otherwise, he will be destroyed as quickly as he's trying to come up, and he will be put in the dustbin of political history.